Wallace, and I am the co-chair for Black Lives Matter Phoenix Metro chapter. I'm also director of Black Career Phoenix and the Arizona Black Voter Initiative. I can't tell you, yes, okay. I can't tell you all how excited I am for this and how excited I am for you guys all to be here tonight. Also, a little shout out to the youth. I know it's a school night. Thanks for showing up. And those of you that traveled here from out of state, thank you so much for showing up. This is the crew. We've got Renaissance, Sarah, Elsa, Michael, and Teresa. And we are eternally grateful for the work Patrice, Opal, Alicia, and all of the Black people who have come before them, been brought up with them, and who will come after them to bring us to this moment. How many of you have read the book? Yes? Yes? Say some words. I know you out there. It's amazing, right? She spoke the truth. She spoke a truth that rarely gets brought into the mainstream. It was so powerful for me to hear so much of my own story reflected in her pages. It sometimes felt like she was reading from my diary. A while back, I actually had the privilege of going to LA and spending a couple of days with Patrice. After just having met her one time here in Phoenix, she brought me into her home. She showed me what was possible through a building community, a kind of community that we are looking to build here in Phoenix. I want to take a minute real quick just to talk about how we all got here. Many of us wouldn't be standing here without the love and patience and guidance and commitment from the Latinx organizers in this city. Organizers who saw an opportunity to build with young Black people, recognize the moment for what it was. Francisca, Carlos, Marisa, Viri. The list literally goes on and on. The Latinx organizers in the state have been leading the way for years, showing us what it looks like to organize against forces and state policies designed to destroy homes, communities, and families. And a fight that we as Black folks were pretty familiar with. This BLM chapter right here is grounding itself in the wisdom of the people that have come before us. And we're committing ourselves to fighting alongside our Latinx family in this fight for liberation in Arizona. We all have been shaped by Black organizers and fighters in this city. Tia Oso, from Black Alliance for Just Immigration. Organizers all throughout South Phoenix refused to remain silent throughout the 90s after violent police interaction upon violent police interaction, who are still to this day fighting against police harassment and brutality. We're striving to be accountable to our Black community members, all of you included, showing up for our Black youth in schools. We are building a radical education curriculum. We're joining forces with the Center for Neighborhood Leadership, Trans Queer Pueblo, Justice That Works, and AZBVI, and many other POC-led organizations in a multi-year campaign dedicated to transforming and redefining safety within our communities. A safety that isn't dependent on cops patrolling our communities. On hundreds and millions of dollars being spent every year by our city on a version of public safety that was never even meant for us. Ending police collaboration with immigration enforcement, implementing alternatives to policing. We're looking to reinvest into our communities and stop the criminalization of poor, Black, brown, and queer folks.
Yes.
This is important. I'm a mom. I'm a queer mom of 2 beautiful children. And I believe it is my duty to provide a life and a future for them that was better than the one that I was given. My kids come with me to all of my meetings. They're here tonight. And they are learning the history of Black people, Black organizing, Black futures. And we are determined as a group to build a multi-generational, intersectional, pro-queer, pro-feminine, pro-black, pro-immigrant world where the possibilities are endless. No matter who you are, it is within your reach, and it's your right to organize, to be organized. Moms, nurses, teachers, line cooks. I'm actually a trained chef. You don't have to have a specific education to get involved. Liberation is our duty.
Woo!
Another Black female author that is very important to me, Adrienne Marie Brown. She says, we believe it is our right and responsibility to write ourselves into the future. Patrice, thank you for showing us this way. To our community, we want you to connect, ask questions. Don't ever feel like you have to settle. There is a whole community here that is ready to push back. It needs your voice to have a lasting impact.
Yes.
Building together is the only way we can thrive instead of just survive.
Yes.
You're not stuck. This isn't it. Thank you.
Good evening, y'all. My name is Maria Teresa Mabry. I'm from Guadalupe, Arizona. I'm a queer Black Chicana. Second generation Arizonan, along with some other folks on different sides, y'all. So what I want to talk to y'all a little bit about is the Arizona Black Voter Initiative, so AZBVI. So we are invested in building Black political power. We understand that policies get passed every day. So like looking at your bathroom, who's going to jail and who's getting regulated to the school to prison pipeline, all of that goes and plays everyday lives. It intersects in all sorts of ways, but we have the power and we have the ability to do something to shake things up.
Yes!
We really do.
Yes!
So we are here pushing a Black agenda because we are pro-Black, and we believe that our Black struggle is definitely connected to our brown struggle. It intersects into our indigenous struggle, and that we have the ability to step into our power and understand that people power is power.
Yes.
Not just folks who are elected, but what would it look like to have folks who are accountable to us on a regular day, to have a phone call and say, hey, we need you to push this piece of legislation because we know that folks deserve sanitary napkins inside women's prisons or regulated prisons. So, if y'all are interested, come and talk to us. If you are interested, and white folks out here, don't feel like you ain't got a place. Because even if it's putting money down, everybody has a role in movement.
Woo!
And so you need to get your cousins.
Yes.
Everybody needs to get your cousins.
Yes.
So if you're here and you hear a good word tonight, pass it on, right? You hear, you go reach somebody, pass it on, touch on somebody, because we have a work to do. This is a call, this is an invitation in, right? Because if the hashtag Black Lives Matter isn't a call or an invitation in, then what is it, right?
Yes.
So we're invested in movement building. And that means we're changing hearts, we're changing minds, we're changing souls, we're doing the work that we need to do. So we need y'all to show up in whatever capacity is, whether you're a line cook, whether you're showing up in accounting, whether you're over there taking out the garbage, whether you're taking care of your children, you need to talk to your family, show up. Because we have power to build here, y'all. They can't keep taking it away from us.
Yes.
We have to show up.
Yes.
We have to continue to push and we have to continue to fight, right? Because it's our duty to fight, it's our duty to win, it's our duty to love each other, protect each other. The only thing we got to lose, y'all, is the chains, right?
Yes.
And so that means every single one of y'all sitting here and everybody who can afford a ticket to get here and those folks who are dreaming and the ancestors that you're sitting on their shoulders right now, there's a call for you. And whether you're religious or not, there's a call for you right now to build movement here in Phoenix. And whether you get involved here with AZBVI or the Phoenix Metro BLM chapter, because this is it, y'all, then do something. Do something.
Today we're here to tell you about liberation. And our belief is that liberation begins with ourselves. I remember the first time that I heard that chant, Black Lives Matter. It was one of the first times in my life that I actually believed that I had value. So often with our people, in ourselves, we tell ourselves that we don't have that value, that we're not worth fighting for, that we're not worth standing up and taking a moment or somebody reaching back and pulling us forward to stand alongside with them. And when I heard that call, it woke something up inside of me that I had meaning. And when I read Patrice's book, and she said, we come from stardust. Like, it rekindled that flame inside of me. And what I'd like to impart on you while we're here today and sharing this space together is that each and every single one of you in this audience has power and beauty and are beautiful and have value and worth. And we love that you're here and you're with us. So thank you very much for coming tonight. And now it is my honor to introduce to you Yvonne Flores, who is a queer Afro-Boricua writer, poet, producer, and co-founder of Mujeres de Sol, born and raised in Chicago's Humboldt Park community. She spent most childhood summers in Puerto Rico and has lived in Phoenix for over 2 decades. Her stories are swathed in diaspora roots, memory keeping, and the imaginations of young queer girls. Flores' debut story, El Lorum, was published in the Journal of Latina Chicana Studies, garnered a creative writing prize from the Curbside Splendor, and was featured on NPR's 3-Minute Fiction. Flores' work, published in Encento's Review, Repeating Islands, and Esta Vida Boricua. Please welcome to the stage, Yvonne Flores.